After 5.5 months in Portugal, I took my first trip back to the United States. I spent a week in my hometown, New York City, and today I'm here to tell you that New York City, as dangerous and as dirty and as overcrowded and as crime-ridden as it was the last time I was there in November, it's gotten a whole hell of a lot better now. My name is Howie. This is Positively Portugal. Let's get into it. So I wasn't ready to return to New York. I wasn't ready to return to the United States. I had to, in some way. It's a confusing situation. My application for the 2-year residence permit is in the hands of IMA. When it's processing, they don't want you leaving the country. But in order to get the first 4-month visa, the D8 digital nomad visa, you have to get traveler's insurance. In order to get traveler's insurance, you need to have a return trip to the United States. So that's what I had. And, I was worried. Not only did I not want to go, I wasn't ready because I had such a bad experience in New York last time. This wasn't the right time. A lot of things are up in the air with my career here. And, traveling just wasn't in the cards. It's actually been about a month since my last video. The reason for it was travel preparations, getting everything in line with work. Then I was in New York for a week, 8 days actually. I started getting sick there because my 10-year-old nephew got sick. I typically have a very strong immune system, so instead of getting sick, I spent a full week in the process of getting sick. So I wasn't really sick, but I was getting there. Then it took 28 hours through 3 countries to get back to Guimarães. And after that, I had like the full-blown bubonic plague. I was out of commission for a week. I couldn't speak for more than 10 seconds without breaking into a coughing fit and damn near projectile vomiting phlegm. Before we talk about New York, I want to tell you the reason that I'm making this video today, although I don't really feel physically up to it. Since my last video, I have lost almost 100 subscribers. And the interesting thing about that is I wasn't making any videos. It's not like I offended anyone or said something that was so horribly disagreeable to other people that would make them unsubscribe. And I realized the reason I've lost about 100 subscribers was I'm not there to constantly entertain people. And that's absolutely ridiculous to me, because I gotta say, this is my goal in life. It's not unlimited wealth. It's not to sleep with supermodels. It's not perfect health. It's not eternal life. My one goal on this planet now is to have enough spare time to go into my YouTube account, see who I am subscribed to, and say to myself, has this person entertained me in the last few days? And if not, unsubscribe. I wish I had that kind of free time. Because the thing is, I would never even think to do something like that. And even if I would think to do something like that, I wouldn't know how to do it. And quite frankly, I don't have any kind of spare time like that. I'm lucky I can even make a damn video. So as stupid and obnoxious and as petty as I believe that is, I actually kind of respect that, because this is exactly what I want out of life. I want to have that kind of free time. So for the 98 people who have unsubscribed from my channel because I'm not there to constantly entertain you, well, I got to tell you, I really respect that. I'm completely jealous of you. I have met unemployed people who don't have that kind of free time. So I am absolutely in a state of awe. Congratulations. Anyway, so today, I'm not really in the city of Guimarães. I'm in a park in Creixemil. I think that's how that's pronounced. And I'm going to talk a little bit about New York. The last time I was there, was the end of November. It was Thanksgiving week. I left the United States the day after Thanksgiving. I landed in Guimarães on November 30th, 2024. So we're coming up on my 6-month anniversary of living in Portugal. That's pretty cool, and I'll make a video about that in a few days. But when I left New York, it was as disgusting as I have ever seen it. I think it was worse than the early 90s when David Dinkins was the mayor before Rudy Giuliani. There was crime everywhere. Even petty crime. Nobody would pay to get on a city bus. And a whole hell of a lot of people were jumping the turnstile to get in for free in the subway. There were people selling things everywhere, but crap that you wouldn't want to buy. Like illegal aliens were cutting up fruit and selling it in plastic bags. You knew damn well there's no kind of proper storage, refrigeration, keeping that crap fresh, selling their stale churros and other crap, clothes, and even CDs were being sold. Not that anybody listens to CDs anymore, watches DVDs either. You saw all sorts of crap. You couldn't take 2 steps in the Times Square area. Hell, even in the west side of Manhattan. The west side of Manhattan became a no-go zone. And I was really apprehensive about what New York was going to be like when I got there. I'm proud to say that it's a completely different city. You can walk around now. The streets are clean. People aren't selling as much crap as they used to. And look, the 8,000-pound elephant in the room here is what's been going on in American politics, the government, the deportations of illegal aliens. And you know what, I really don't like when this channel takes on political overtones, or is that undertones? I don't know. But the truth is, these deportations are working. The city is livable again. It's a great city again. I had a wonderful time. Now, I ain't buying anything in New York because of how expensive it is, but I like just being able to walk around and not have to look over my shoulder like somebody's gonna rob me or stab me or unalive me or anything. So New York has gotten very clean, even in crap areas in the Bronx. The buildings have like a new shine on them. The streets look a lot cleaner. These are neighborhoods you would never set foot in. You would never get off the train and walk through these areas in the Bronx. I'm talking about places like, the Soundview section of the Bronx, which is sort of like the South Bronx. But when you think of the South Bronx, you think of the Yankee Stadium area. And really, the Yankee Stadium area, yeah, it's the South Bronx, but when the Yankees have a home game, it's like the safest place in the United States. You don't have anything to worry about when the Yankees are at home. So, yeah, look, sorry if you're a leftist here, but the way that the Trump administration is handling these deportations and cleaning up cities and getting rid of crime, I hate to break it to you folks, it's working. New York is once again a gorgeous place to visit. New York is once again the capital of the world. So, from that point of view, I was very happy to be back home. Now, I want to tell you, I would never consider living in New York again. And to be very honest, after one day, I was ready to get the hell out. I'm thrilled to be back in Portugal. I don't plan on leaving Portugal anytime in the near future. I'm anticipating getting the answer to my residence permit application in August. So, who the hell knows? I don't even know if it's a good idea to go next door to Spain. But that's really all that I want to say here. I felt like I needed to get this video out, despite the fact that I'm still sick. I am feeling a lot better, but it is pretty hard for me to talk. Maybe now that I got a video out there, people will deem my channel worthy enough to stay subscribed to. And the other thing I want to say about that is, listen, my channel's monetized. When this exodus started, I had 12,360 subscribers, and I got to tell you, you're not insulting me. You want to unsubscribe? I really couldn't care less. My channel's monetized. That's not changing. If it falls under 12,000, falls under 10,000, hell, it could fall 1,000. My channel's monetized. So I don't know if you're trying to prove a point by unsubscribing to a channel who hasn't entertained you in more than a few days, but just so you know, I was sick as hell. I still kind of am. But that's okay. You really get a chance to see what people are. And it reminds me of when I worked in the ticket industry. I spent 8 years working in tickets for sports, concerts, theater, and a very large percentage of the people who I knew, whether they were friends or family, would take advantage of me. Hey, can you hook me up with Yankees tickets? Hey, this concert is coming to Madison Square Garden. Oh, there's like a Knicks game. Can you get tickets to things in Los Angeles? The answer to all those things was yes. When I was working in tickets, I always wondered how many of my friends are actually my friends. And the day that I left the ticket business, half of the people in my life walked out. So, again, that's another thing that tells you what people really are. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about in the coming week or two. I want to make a 6 months in Portugal video. We're also going to have a video about the end of the football season, the soccer season. Sporting retained as champions. They also won the Taça de Portugal yesterday. However, the season actually is not over. We have the second leg of the promotion relegation playoff between AVS and Vizela. So I don't want to give it a full video until the season is actually officially over. So if you want more videos about Portugal, the process of getting here, Portuguese football, anything Portugal related, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications. These are the best ways you can help a content creator on YouTube. And if I go a few weeks without making a video, don't take it personally enough to unsubscribe. I mean, hell, I felt like crap and I still do. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll be back here in a few days. Have a good one.